She wanted to experience human reproduction for the first time. My alien roommate couldn't hold back. Zara pressed her blue fingers against the cool glass of her apartment window and watched the humans below walking through the busy street. Her golden eyes tracked every movement with scientific curiosity. She had been living on Earth for 6 months now as part of the cultural exchange program between her home planet Vixara and humanity. The tall alien woman stood 7 feet high with smooth, blue skin that shimmered like ocean waves. Her long silver hair fell down her back in soft waves. She wore simple human clothes that her roommate Amy had bought for her, a white sweater and dark jeans that barely fit her tall frame. Amy walked into the living room carrying 2 cups of coffee. She was a young woman in her 20s with brown hair and kind green eyes. She worked as a biology teacher at the local university and had volunteered to host Zara during her stay on Earth. "Here is your morning coffee," Amy said with a warm smile as she handed the cup to her alien friend. "Thank you, Amy," Zara replied in her melodic voice that sounded like wind chimes. Her English had improved greatly over the past months, though she still spoke carefully. Amy noticed that Zara seemed more thoughtful than usual today. Something was clearly on her mind. "Is everything okay, Zara? You seem quiet this morning." Zara turned away from the window and sat down on the soft couch, her long legs folded gracefully beneath her. She held the warm coffee cup in both hands and took a small sip. "Amy, I've been thinking about something for many weeks now." She paused and looked directly at her human friend. "I want to understand human reproduction." Amy nearly choked on her coffee. She had not expected this topic to come up so directly. "Well, that is a pretty big subject. What exactly do you want to know about it on my planet Vixara? We reproduce very differently," Zara explained. "We simply touch hands and share genetic information through our skin. The process takes only minutes and creates new life immediately. But humans are so different. Your reproduction involves deep emotional connection, physical intimacy, and a long 9-month process to create new life." Amy nodded slowly. She could see the genuine curiosity in Zara's golden eyes. "I have read many human books about love and relationships," Zara continued. "I have watched your movies and television shows, but I still do not truly understand the emotional and physical aspects of human mating. I want to experience it myself." Amy felt her cheeks turn red. This was definitely not what she expected to discuss over morning coffee. "Zara, you know that human reproduction requires 2 people who care deeply about each other. It is not just a scientific process. I understand that, Amy. But I have been living among humans for months now, and I feel drawn to your species in ways I never expected." Zara set down her coffee cup and leaned forward. "My heart beats faster when I am around certain humans. I feel warmth in my chest when I see couples holding hands. I think I am experiencing what you call attraction." Amy studied her alien friend's face. Zara's expression showed genuine emotion and curiosity. She seemed to be struggling with feelings she had never experienced before. "Have you met someone special, Zara? Someone who makes you feel this way?" Zara's blue skin turned a darker shade, which Amy had learned was how her species blushed. "There is a man who works at the coffee shop we visit. His name is Jake. He has dark hair and brown eyes, and he always smiles when he sees me. We talk for a few minutes each time, but I do not know how to express these feelings. I have never experienced anything like this before." Amy smiled despite the unusual nature of their conversation. She could see that Zara was genuinely confused and curious about human emotions. "Jake is a nice guy," Amy said thoughtfully. "He always seems interested in talking to you when we go there. Have you considered just spending more time with him outside the coffee shop? But what if he does not understand that I am different?" Zara asked. "What if he finds my alien nature strange or frightening?" Amy reached over and gently touched Zara's arm. "Zara, you have been living here for months, and everyone who meets you likes you immediately. You are kind, intelligent, and beautiful. Jake would be lucky to get to know you better over the following weeks." Amy watched as Zara slowly built up the courage to spend more time with Jake. She started visiting the coffee shop alone and staying longer to talk with him. Amy could see her alien friend becoming more confident and comfortable with her human emotions. One evening, Zara came home. With a bright smile on her face, her golden eyes sparkled with excitement. I did something today that I have never done before." She sat down quickly on the couch. "Jake asked me to go to dinner with him tomorrow night. I said yes." Amy clapped her, hands together. "That is wonderful. Zara, this is what humans call a first date. It is how we get to know someone better in a romantic way. But what if I do something wrong?" Zara asked. "What if I reveal too much about my alien nature? What if my body reacts differently than he expects?" Amy spent the next hour helping Zara prepare for her first human date. She explained human dating customs and helped her choose appropriate clothes. She also gave her advice about taking things slowly and being honest about her feelings. The next evening, Zara returned from her date looking both excited and confused. She sat down heavily on the couch and stared at Amy with wide eyes. "Amy, I think I understand now why human reproduction is so complex and beautiful." Amy waited patiently for her friend to continue. "Jake and I talked for 3 hours, Amy. 3 whole hours about everything, our dreams, our fears, our hopes for the future. When he walked me home, he gently took my hand, and I felt electricity run through my entire body. Then he kissed me softly on my forehead, and I thought my heart might explode from the intense emotions." Amy smiled at seeing her friend so happy. "These feelings are so much stronger than anything my species experiences." Zara continued. "When Vexerans reproduce, it is purely biological. But humans connect their hearts, minds, and bodies in ways that create something deeper than just new life. You create bonds that last lifetimes." Over the next several months, Amy watched as Zara and Jake's relationship grew stronger. Jake was patient and understanding about Zara's alien nature, and she slowly opened up to him about her planet and her people. Their connection deepened naturally over time. One day, Zara came to Amy with news that changed everything. "Amy, Jake and I have decided that we want to start a family together." She paused and touched her stomach. "I am pregnant with our first child." Amy's eyes widened in surprise and joy. She had not known that reproduction between humans and Zara's species was even possible. "The doctors say the baby will be healthy and will have traits from both species." Zara continued. "Our child will be the first human Vexeran hybrid ever born." Amy hugged her alien friend tightly. This was more than just a personal milestone for Zara. It represented a new chapter in human-alien relations as Zara's pregnancy progressed. Amy helped her navigate the physical and emotional changes. Her alien friend experienced all the same symptoms as human women, but with some unique differences. Her blue skin glowed softly during the second trimester, and her silver hair grew longer and more lustrous. Jake was devoted to Zara throughout her pregnancy. He read every book about human pregnancy he could find, and even learned some basic Vexeran customs to make her feel more comfortable. 9 months later, Zara gave birth to a beautiful baby girl who had her mother's golden eyes and her father's dark hair. The baby's skin was a pale green color that shifted between blue and pink depending on her mood. They named her Luna after the Earth's moon that Zara had fallen in love with during her first weeks on the planet. As Amy held baby Luna for the first time, she realized that Zara's curiosity about human reproduction had led to something much more significant than anyone had expected. This child represented hope for peaceful cooperation between two very different species. Zara looked at her daughter with tears of joy in her golden eyes. "Amy, I came to Earth to study human culture and reproduction, but I found something I never expected. I found love, family, and a new home." Amy smiled as she watched Jake gently hold his daughter, while Zara rested her head on his shoulder. "And we found a new understanding of what it means to be human," Amy replied. "Sometimes the most beautiful discoveries happen when different worlds come together."